I have no empirical evidence to prove it, but I strongly believe, out of my short experience on earth, that Ugandans rank highly among the people who are best at keeping up appearances. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Webb Daniel. I've got the money expert, Mr. Kasozi. And in this episode of the Smart Money Hub, we are going to highlight to you the cost of keeping up appearances. Welcome to the Smart Money Hub. Like, share, and subscribe. Mr. Kasozi.
Yes.
I love this topic, but first things first, first define it for us.
Well, keeping up appearances basically means trying to give yourself a status, to portray to the public a status that you are not, usually a higher status, which you are not and which you cannot sustain, especially in terms of monetary terms. Yeah. Examples: speak better. You try to buy fancy cars, yet you cannot really maintain them so well. You always want to have the latest phones at a very big cost, at times going to borrowing. Some people even exaggerate their accomplishments. People start exaggerating, deceiving that they have degrees, they have PhDs, they have this kind of expertise and the like. It goes further to even health.
Yeah.
Do you know that in keeping up appearances, some people even conceal, they hide certain health problems which they could have revealed, and people given them help. Others even go up to the extent in a language, the way they speak, concocting accents
and jargons.
concocting accents, pretending to speak certain jargons.
Like they lived and grew up in the US or in
Yeah,
the
you know,
UK.
man, you do this kind of things, man. This we are gonna do this one and that, and yet it is not their natural accent. Yeah. So
there are so many ways to keep
so
up.
many ways. Another one is schools.
Yeah.
There are some parents who like their children to go to the high-end schools,
yet they can completely not afford
it, or they will have to sacrifice almost all their welfare.
Can I make a request, Mr. Sozi?
Yes.
Let's give time to schools.
Can we give?
There is a master class. Schools
okay. Let us dedicate this video to keeping up appearances, but specifically on schools, wanting our kids to go to the very, very fancy schools,
and how biting it can be,
and how terrible, how a nightmare it can be.
Let's get straight into it, Mr. Kasozi. Sumulula.
Let me go to it. Well, I have to warn ourselves here that ladies are going to be very much involved in this as an example. But without any disrespect to ladies, I'm not trying to victimize ladies. Actually, men do keep appearances so much also. But today, this one of today, the ladies will excuse me, it has so much.
When it comes to schools, ladies always are the kids.
Yeah, but we are not intending in any way to generalize the female gender.
Please take our disclaimer.
Yeah. There are some ladies who want their kids to go to so nice schools, and yet their partners, in form of husbands or boyfriends or ex-lovers
or baby daddies,
yes, do not have the income, the inflow of income to afford those schools. So let me give examples of what some of those ladies do. The lady goes by herself without consulting the partner, goes to a school, and even gets the vacancy without informing
the approval
of the partner.
Who pays? Who is going to meet
who is supposed to pay the full tuition? So lady goes, gets the vacancy, then all of a sudden throws the list of requirements and fees to him. Then he says, you know, I told you I can manage only 600,000 per month. You are now bringing me a school of 1.2 million.
A school where the uniform alone is half that what I can afford.
The uniform alone is as expensive as what I can afford for fees. Then the lady will say, you know, some of those ladies are very tricky and have very sweet talking lips. They say, no, darling, we shall manage, we shall manage. I will top up once in a while and the like. So, gentleman accepts, husband, boyfriend, ex lover, and the like accepts. The kid is taken to the school.
That's where the party starts.
That's where the drama starts. First term, she will probably top up.
Yeah.
Then as time goes, chikulekamu, we call it chikulekamu. She withdraws gradually, and then the man starts, but you know, some men today are so very bold.
Yeah.
So the man starts saying, no, you know, I told you that I will not manage that school, and you forced me into it. I will give you the 600,000 that I can afford, and you'll find a way of topping up. As time goes, the kid is in arrears.
Yeah.
Kid is in arrears. The father refuses. Do you know what? The repercussions of this? You start going into debt.
Yeah.
For some fathers who want to try it, they go into debt. They sacrifice a lot.
Yeah.
Sometimes we had a nickname for that, Okove Biraka.
Yeah.
They sacrifice a lot on all other things so that the kid can remain there.
We call it robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Then the relationship gets some tension.
Yeah.
The relationship, if it is in a marriage or an ongoing relationship.
Even if it's not a marriage, even if it's cohabit or rather co-parenting.
Yes. The tensions people
begin.
start blaming each other, throwing blames at each other from left and right. Then all of a sudden, the worst case scenario, the kid drops out of that school.
So whatever the woman was fighting for is actually not even happening because you're being embarrassed if your kid fails.
Eventually the reality comes out
because you can't sustain it forever.
Yes, and it is not good. It happens. It happens in very many ways. It is not good to go and try and get an expenditure avenue. You are not the one going to meet it, and you don't consult the person who is going to meet it.
And let me tell you, those schools that usually they go for that hike money always have other additional events they concoct
throughout the term
that are extremely expensive.
We are going to tour this.
Yes.
We are going to a certain day, something day. The kids have to buy suits, kanzus, and the like. And the lady will throw the bill to the father.
That you see now the school wants this. Then so you think about it and it's really a shame. But Mr. Kasozi, and of course it's so shocking that it has shocked the lights out
of I don't know what we can do
out of our video. But let's wind it up because we're even fast spent on this. What are there solutions? Are there ways people can get out of such relationships?
You mean such relationships, or you mean
such situations where you've trapped yourself? You're in a school like that, in a relationship like that with someone.
I think number one is to avoid that kind of mindset of wanting to keep appearances all the time. Because as you know, these episodes we are making are all about money. Saving money and not spending, and keeping appearances is one of the deadliest ways of eating away on your money, because bankruptcy comes with it. Emotional exhaustion. You know, whenever you want to keep up appearances, now that kind of woman whose kid is in arrears, all the time her mind is exhausted. She's trying to look, how am I jumping out of this? This man has refused to give me the money. Difficulty in asking for help. Who will help you when you are keeping up
When
appearances?
you're
People
making it
will
look like
think,
you're okay.
yeah, people will think that you are okay. So who
Yeah.
will come up to
To give you.
give you some kind of help?
And these days there are these what do they call them? Where I saw, is it prom in
Ah,
school?
oh, where
I
some
saw
kids come
jets
in
in
helicopters.
helicopters.
Uh-huh.
So you can imagine if you have a child there and you can't
And
afford a
you
helicopter, you
can't
have to take a loan. What?
to hire the helicopter. So it even damages
Yeah.
on your mental.
Yeah.
Then the worst thing that comes with it
Mm.
is embarrassment.
Yeah.
Because time will come
Yeah.
and you will be exposed that you cannot afford, that you are actually concocting. Then
Wow.
that's the biggest
Problem.
thing of the problem about it.
Wow. Guys, stop keeping up appearances. Please stop it. Stop.
Live within your means.
Your means. You lose
Actually, some people have even started saying that try to live even below
your means.
Your means.
That should be, I think, the smart money way to go.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Gasozi. It is so bad that this is who we are. Do you agree with me that probably Ugandans rank highly among people who love to keep up appearances?
My friend, all the things that I mentioned, the language, concocting accents.
Guilty as charged.
Yeah, trying even to pretend that we don't know our mother.
People will go on Google now, study about areas in the US, in the UK, then they come and pretend like they grew up there and studied it from some schools there. People put in time to keep up appearances.
To keep up the appearances.
It's not easy, by the way.
It's expensive.
It's so expensive in every way.
And it digs deep into your wallet.
Thank you, guys. Subscribe, like, and share. This is the Smart Money Hub. Cheers.